listened to any of our shows before?
I watched a little bit of the one before this with no volume.
With no volume.
Yeah, that's about it.
From Sivia.
Yeah.
I think it's Sivia and Eschbach. Nice. Another thing, this is like live, and that's delayed. So,
Okay.
yeah, so don't worry too much about that. You can see something, yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely been a long weekend. How was your weekend?
It's been all right. I'm just trying to think of what I did this weekend. I worked all last weekend and had a lot of stuff to do every weekend. I think I wanted to race this weekend. I think this weekend was it Wilmot that didn't have
monster trucks.
They had monster trucks. That it was. Definitely not going to race out there with the monster trucks. That's,
I feel like you'd be the ones getting crushed.
Yeah, my neon, yeah.
Yeah, they had monster trucks on there Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to race this weekend. It was my first, open weekend, but instead I just sat at my computer and raced on my computer.
Nice. Well, is it iRacing?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your car choice?
It's a NASCAR Xfinity car.
NASCAR Xfinity. Yeah. What's your favorite track?
Favorite track? Kansas. Yeah. I also really like I-55.
Dirt, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Super banked, super difficult. Throw it in there and hope you don't, slide up, I guess. Hope it sticks.
Yep.
That's
what my dad says.
Yep. Luckily, I have no fear of, bodily injury or having to pay money for wrecking mine or someone else's stuff. So.
Yeah, just hit reset.
Yeah. Little button, hold it down.
Nice. Do you do any league stuff, or you just kind of like stick around the open lobbies?
For NASCAR stuff, I'm in a fairly big league. It's called Bandit Racing League, believe it or not.
Do you race with Ryan Johnson? Because I know he's on iRacing, and he's in a league.
I feel like I've heard that name, but I'm not sure.
Horse.
Huh?
It's Tiny Horse Johnson. Yeah, Ryan Johnson just sounds weird, but when you say Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's called Bandit Racing.
Yeah.
When do they run?
Run on Wednesdays at 8:10, and it's all NASCAR. We switch from the truck Xfinity to Cup every race.
Okay.
So we go back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. It's fairly challenging.
Nice, yeah. So it's like the true old USAC midget to sprint car to silver crown car kind of stuff. It's just that. Okay, nice. How many when's your season start online versus?
That starts. We started midwinter, I think, maybe something like that, or towards the end of winter.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, since it's on Wednesdays, we got some people in there that race. We got some people in there who do other stuff. So we do it on Wednesdays, so we don't have to worry about intermingling with real racing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, unless you're professional.
Yeah.
What a shock that would be. Oh no, I can't race online because I'm really racing.
Yeah. No one in there is that.
Not that level. That's good. That's good. What's up, Joe? Nice talking to you yesterday at Angel Park. Always nice to have a face with a name, and also actually see your face. Because like I said yesterday, your icon's about that big. So that was very nice talking with you. What's up, Maddie Ladders? Thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Derek DC Crane. With me, we have Jackson Knaak, starting off Bandit Racing. Met him at World of Wheels, and he wanted to be on the show, so here we are. But just real quickly, don't forget about our live audience show. I know it's live now, but live, real live. August 5th at Hold My Beer Kenosha, downtown Kenosha. And there's going to be axe throwing. We'll have some race cars out there. Haven't had a guest picked out just yet. But yeah, so we'll have our car there, the guest car there. Just going to be a really good time. Food, like I said, axe throwing, 40 beers on tap. And we're going to be talking racing for 2 hours. So
hell yeah.
What
might as well go.
Yeah, beer and racing. Let's go. Tell me you're from Wisconsin without telling me you're from Wisconsin. So again, that is August 5th. Link is in the description to let us know if you're coming. Obviously, if you let us know you're coming, it's a lot better because then we can make sure that we have the appropriate seating. But we're going to do our best. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Cannot wait for that. What's up, Jimmy IE? How was my day off? Well, you had the day off yesterday too, right? Or today from yesterday? I don't know. They all run together now. It was good. Made actually pancakes. Made her pancakes. Cut the grass. Fired the carve, which is the first time since flipping. So motor sounds pretty good. So yeah. So today or this week we'll get the car prepped and trailer prepped, and we'll be racing at Wilmot June 8th. So that's a little bit ahead of what I want is let our followers know when our next race is. But yeah, what did you do today, Jimmy IE? And Joe, like I said, anytime you are free, just give me a message, and we can have you sit in for a show. That's what the show is all about, just having fun. We're not gonna have millions of views, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's the important part.
Yes.
Have fun.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're here with Jackson Knaak. So we were just talking a little bit about his online racing experience. Have you had any on-track experience yet?
I raced once so far last year.
Okay.
I raced at 141 Speedway.
Nice.
At the time, I only had 3 out of 4 cylinders firing. And so we were a little bit slower than everyone else. But I caught in the straightaways, and I ended up still beating like 11 people's times out of like 50 cars that night with only 3 cylinders. So
nice.
I'm excited for when I can get the car out there fairly soon.
Yeah.
With all 4 cylinders and all 4 tires underneath me, because last time my front right wheel went flying off and had some issues there.
Was that a mechanical failure, or did someone forget to tighten it?
So, gonna blame this one on my dad. I was like, we need to torque these down, and he said, we don't need to torque them. So
we only have 3 cylinders firing.
yeah. Doesn't matter. You won't be up front anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, no, we'll be fine. Just tighten them as hard as you can. So that's what I did. Probably should have torqued them. Won't make that mistake again. Next time we're gonna be racing at Wilmot. Forgot what date we talked about.
Yeah, we were talking a little off air before this. June 15th,
Yep.
which is the Father Day spectacular with the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint. So we're going to have the 604 Wingless, we're going to have the 410 Winged, Street Stocks, and Bandits.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, when you race at a track, well, let me careful how I say it, because the last night's track and they didn't have Bandits. But Bandits usually bring moisture back into the track. So I always appreciate when the Bandits run.
I'm surprised they don't run last. That's what they do at 141.
Bandits run, they're a little bit softer. Right? A little bit softer.
Yeah.
Unless you're bouncing off the chip. But, yeah. Which reminds me also, August 3rd, I will be driving Ricky Nelson's Bandit car at Wilmot. Yeah. I'm going to have that thing on top. 4 in the fluff. Just to prove I can do it. But yeah, so June 15th at Wilmot, and so you're going to be kind of bouncing back and forth between Wilmot and 141 mainly?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm thinking I'm probably going to be going back to Wilmot a lot more than 141.
Okay.
Simply just because it's so much closer. 141 is like a hour, 40-minute drive from where I'm at. I'm in Greenfield. And, and Wilmot's only maybe 40 minutes? Something like that?
Yeah, about Greenfield, yeah. That's southwest of Milwaukee, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about 40 minutes. Wilmot has a very, very good points fund right now for the Bandits.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. Talk to Chris Klemko, because it's pretty sweet. It's almost like maybe I should build a Bandit right now, because it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably a lot cheaper than a sprint car. So just go out there, have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. We got Jimmy here, i.e. say, do we have another World of Outlaw game racer? So, but do you race on PC or do you have a console?
I race on PC.
PC? Yeah. Nice. I think, Jimmy, you're on Xbox?
Yeah, I want to get that game. It seems fun. But
Yeah. Also hear from Jimmy, i.e. Nope, woke up at 6, worked till 5. Ouch. Let me just tear face that real quick. I did not want to suffer. But I still woke up at, like 7:38, and I'm like, I'm off today. Just woke up from a nap from Jimmy IE. That's awesome. Yeah, nap time is the best. Yeah, when I was younger, I thought that was a punishment, but now it's a daily goal.
Oh, yeah.
But you're young. You look young, I should say. So how old are you?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Nice. So graduating, which is why you can't be racing this coming weekend, right?
Yep.
So what is your outlook going forward with racing and just life in general?
After I finish high school, I'm going to be racing as much as possible. I have a full-time job set up for me at a mechanic shop. Right now I'm just helping around, just learning as much as I can. They're going to help me get my certifications and hopefully get paid pretty good. I also went to MATC for welding, and so I'm going to be doing fabrication and all sorts of stuff, whatever I can. But my boss, he did drifting for a while, so he knows the racing life. So this entire summer, he's going to be letting me come in pretty much almost whenever I want to work. So I'll be super loose with that, and I'll be able to race pretty much as much as I want, as much as I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. MATC, and that's in Milwaukee, right?
Or I think Oak Creek.
Oak Creek, sorry. Yeah, Oak Creek. Yeah. I was there. They had a car show there.
Did they?
Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, we were going to bring it up there, but we weren't ready yet. And then it rained all day Saturday or whatever, so I was like, I was looking forward to that show too, so hopefully they have another one. What's up, Karen Porter from Ocala, Florida? Thank you so much for tuning in. It is not the Bench Racing podcast without Karen Porter, that's for sure. She is a loyal listener. I keep saying this, I need to get her a mug or something. with I don't know if she wants my face. Maybe Brandon's face on it. Yeah. Okay, so where do you want racing to take you?
Anywhere. I would love to race anything asphalt, dirt, oval. I'd even race road course. I don't know if I'd be the greatest at it, but I mean, I'm great on iRacing, but obviously not everything on iRacing is going to translate to real life. Yeah. I did a lot of karting, but indoor karting. But I've
like K1, Velocity.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to do Veloce, and then Veloce got bought out by Accelerate, and then they got bought out by K1. So, but I was top 25 in the nation for Veloce for a good bit. Or not for Veloce, for Accelerate.
Accelerate. Oh man! So my brother Nathan has a yearly. Well, he's got 2 races a year now. One's in November and one's in March.
Okay.
Usually the November one's bigger because it's like race season just ended, so no one's like pinching pennies to get stuff right in March. But yeah, you should come. You'd be a ringer.
All right.
There's a few guys that just need to be like just one in particular that just needs to just take down the notch. Yeah. All our listeners that know who that is, I took it out on purpose. Okay, so you did indoor karting.
Yep.
Obviously, that kind of was that before you. When did you know you wanted to race?
So I knew that I wanted to race probably when I was a toddler. My grandma would always bring me to Plymouth Raceway and Beaver Dam Raceway.
Nice.
My uncle used to be a part owner at Beaver Dam Raceway. Okay. So we would make it in, or get it in there, get into the track a little bit cheaper. So we would go there all the time. Whenever I'm up north camping, I spent a lot of my summers up north. And so that immediately got me, hooked. And then my parents also bought me like a little Lightning McQueen Power Wheels. And they took out the original battery and put a big old battery in there. And so would just do burnouts constantly, and I would just rip that thing up and down our driveway. And that's, I don't know, just feeling in control of a vehicle, a fun vehicle, started from that age. And I've just always been wanting to get in something faster, crazier ever since then. And so I got a big opportunity when my parents were like, we're going to buy you, it was probably like $300. It went up to $500, but buy me into a place for the indoor karting, and that was great. I wasn't great at first, but I got really good. I think I'm top 3 out of everyone that usually goes there.
Nice.
And then one of my buddies from there was like, "Hey, I'm selling my Dodge Neon. You want it?" I was like, "Yeah, I want it."
So was that before? But was it street legal or is it race ready?
Oh, it was race ready.
It was race.
It's been race ready for a while. It's had like 4 different race owners, so it's seen some things. It's got a lot of dents on the roof, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's rolled at some point. But it's mine now, and it drives just fine.
Yeah. So dents on the roof could be either a lot of rolls or a lot of victories. You getting out and just standing on the roof.
That is true.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
like
true.
old school NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
Old school NASCAR. No templates there. So you said your uncle was involved with the Beaver Dam?
Yeah.
What do you think about Beaver Dam going to Tuesday nights for the weekly shows?
They said that they were planning on having, or that racers said that they would like show up more if it was on Tuesday nights or something like that, right?
Okay, yeah. I mean, if it was closer, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Why not race on a Tuesday night?
Yeah. I haven't heard their exact reasoning, but I heard some people talking about it, that it was for drivers wanted it on Tuesday, that there would be more drivers if they did it on Tuesday. Yeah. Which I don't know the logistics of that or why that would be better on Tuesday, but.
Yeah, you said you went to Beaver Dam in Plymouth. Have you ever been to Big Beaver Dam, the county fairgrounds?
I don't think so.
No? It's only like 2 miles down the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah. like the first time we went to Beaver Dam, we drove by and we're like, wait, is that it? Because there's nobody there. Let's see. So we got Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. Yeah, so like they're like weekly stuff is on Tuesdays, and then they'll sprinkle in like the Badger Midgets are on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I think the IRA. I know the Wisconsin Wingless, where are you, are going to be there on June 29th, which is a Saturday. And that's a all open wheel sprint car spectacular, so check that out if you're interested in open wheel. Yeah. So, okay. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Oh. Jimmy said Jason Anderson was top dog there. Yeah, I'm friends with Jason Anderson. He's pretty much number one. My goal every week is to finish at least behind him.
This number one or this number one?
No, he's this number one. He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's the guy we were talking about.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
That's funny.
Oh, man. So I have to. I keep saying that I have to have him on the show because like we do kind of talk about him a little bit, and it's like,
That's awesome.
I need to have him on here so that he can defend himself.
Yeah.
Like, I hate like especially being live and stuff. You're just talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason Anderson. Yeah. No. Like I had a talk with him. So like the last 2 times.
Yeah.
For Nathan's event, he had the entire, like we're talking 40, 50 racers. Like there's, G and H mains, right? He had every single person booing him when he won and clapping when he got taken out.
Really?
Right? And afterward, I'm like, bro, like, think about this. Dale Earnhardt Sr. said, if they're cheering for you or if they're booing for you, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are. We are entertainers.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not entertaining, no one's going to show up.
Yeah, if you're the bad guy and you're still...
Yeah. Like Kyle Busch, I love to hate Kyle Busch.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see him die in a race car.
No.
Like, I just don't want to see him do good. And I tune in to watch that, right? So I was like, out of everyone here, there are people, like, even though that people are, like, booing you, that they would love to be, like, that attention grabbing because, like, where did this guy finish? Where did that guy finish? Where did that guy? No one knows, but they know that you got knocked out in the C main and you finished third, right? Yeah. So I need to have him on. And a lot of it, too, is because, like, we are race car drivers. Like, we're used to driving, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 race cars.
Oh, yeah.
It's just nice to...
It's refreshing.
Yeah, it's just good to, like, get into someone and just... Like, when my buddy shows up, Jamie, I'm like, I'm spinning you out. Like, that's my goal. This whole race is to catch you and spin you out. I don't care if I get eliminated, right? It's just nice. And then, so I think him taking it, maybe a little bit too seriously is what rubbed everyone the wrong way a little bit. Yeah. It's like, dude, like, we're just here having fun. Yeah. Like, so there's $100 on the line, but it was $100 to get in. So it's like, if you win, you get it. But yeah, Jason, he's a good guy. Like, I talked to him afterward. I'm like, I like you, and like there are people that wish that they could be like so attention grabbing.
Yeah.
Joe, also easier to get the IMCA sanction. Okay, that is to the Beaver Dam. Let's see here. Yeah. Hey, I am all for tracks running different nights with the same classes. I'm just saying because you get more people. And if the people that want to travel, awesome. Yeah. And the people that don't, they can stick to their Tuesday track or they can stick to a Saturday track. Jimmy, i.e., same guy who took me out for the lead, and he
Double birdied.
The double birdie heard around the world. You see, that's the thing. Like, yeah, we still love talking about it. Oh man. And then Joe here. I raced at Dodge County. Yes, that is right. You did say you raced. What class, or what was your favorite class to run at Dodge County? I've never ran at Dodge County. I'm not particularly a fan of the half miles. No, it just feels slow.
Really?
Until something goes wrong, then you start feeling like you're like, I'm in warp speed. But like, it's just like you're on the left lane on 94, just going 80.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that, so I can't really,
What's the biggest track that Bandits race
on? I think 141 is a little bit bigger than Wilmot. I'm not sure if 141 is the biggest
Wilmot's
one.
bigger.
Wilmot's bigger, really?
Yeah, it's a third
Okay.
mile. Or no, wait.
I think they're both third miles. I think.
I should go to about on Wilmot's page. 3/8.
Or 3/8, yeah.
Yeah.
I think 141 is a 3/8 too.
Oh man, it feels way smaller.
Really?
Yeah.
And turn 3 and 4 is like half the size of 1 and 2, so it might feel like I don't know.
You know what? Joe here. I ran the hobby stocks.
Oh, I would love to run hobby stocks. Dude. That looks like a lot of fun.
So, you said you'd want to go anywhere in racing. You don't care.
Yeah.
But what's your dream race car to race, or you think you'd want to race?
I would love to race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Okay.
But I would also love to race asphalt super late model. I would love to race a modified, dirt modified.
Dirt modified. Okay. Do you care what sanction? Because I know there's like
probably IMSA.
UMP.
Is it IMCA or IMSA? Because I've always called it IMSA.
IMCA. I think it's IMCA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's IMSA with an S, and then I've always just called it IMSA with a C, but...
IMSA with a C?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, IMSA is like the road course stuff.
Yeah.
And IMCA is... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, man. That is not the direction I was hoping it... Oh, yeah, and I don't even know. Okay, so...
Definitely a crazy looking track.
Yeah, it's an egg. Alright, so that's 100 feet up on Google Maps, and that's 100 feet. Maybe the top. If you ran the wall all the way around, I could say, that's probably the same size as Wilmot. But yeah.
Okay, so then I'm excited to race at Wilmot. Very excited to race.
Yeah.
I mean, I was anyways, but, you know.
Yeah, so... Well, alright, yeah, so I got that comment. Alright, from Joe, they ran the hobby stocks. Jimmy IE here, he's really good and fast. I'll give him that, but he is cocky, and that's what pisses people off. Yes.
Yeah, he's always been able to beat me, so I've never really been able to say anything about it.
He is quick.
Yeah.
He is quick. I will tell you this, and I think he did. Yeah, he did. He did learn this. The first time. Man, I should have had him on with you. Man, I didn't know you guys were buds. I would have been like, yeah, let's go. So the first time, which was two races ago, he came up and he was just like, I'm fast. You're like, I'm first, and we're like, all right, cool, like, sweet.
Yeah.
And then there was this bounty, or a Macho Man, is what my brother called it. It was like an extra money if you went to the tail of the back main and had to work your way up. And so he asked me, Jake Zelmer, and I can't think of the other guy that was there, but he's like, would you take this if you're in my position? And we're like, yeah, we would never. But we're like, dude,
totally.
So then he walked away and talked to my brother, and we're like, he ain't making it past the C main, D main, like he is not. So then the last one we had in March, he started on pole, and just an FYI, you do not want to start on pole.
Which track was it?
Either track.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like track one's all right, but it's still not great.
Because you're pole, and you're first, and you'll be the first car into turn one. But when you hit the brakes, you have 9 carts pushing
Yeah.
you.
No one else hits the brakes, just you.
just you. You are the brakes.
Yeah.
So then the last time he's like, yeah. I'm starting on the pole. We're like, yeah, you know,
No,
you
you're
want to
not.
be second,
Yeah.
third maybe.
Third is perfect.
Yeah.
At like all those tracks.
Yeah.
Or not all. Both.
Yeah.
All 2 of those tracks. Third is
Yeah.
perfect.
And Nathan said that he is working on. So, like again, I've said this previous episodes. He is working on doing the super track, but it just needs to be more interest up front and like the money down right away because
Yeah.
they take the deposit like right away because then they have to shut like obviously the whole building.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's more money per hour, but then we have 4 lanes at carts instead of 2 lanes, which is
yeah.
going to be pushing through because usually we'll run a lane, and then we got to wait 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then lane, and then wait 10 minutes, right? So if you're interested, yeah.
I would
a lot
love
of
to.
fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I actually don't think I have any. No, I don't have any of his awards out that he's given. Like he makes like these full form boards and stuff.
Oh,
It's
cool.
nice, yeah. And then the podcast, the bench racing podcast, is sponsoring position 5 and 9 this year. So,
Really?
because of 59.
Yeah. I see.
So I don't know what I want to do yet, but yeah. So we're doing that. So it's gonna be a fun time. And then last thing about you, I guess. Well, 2 last things. What do you do outside of racing? I know it's a little tough one. Be put on the spot, but that's what we're live for.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much my entire life revolves around racing. When I'm not racing or doing anything with racing, I'm watching racing or doing something like that. Other than racing, I go to school and I go to work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, like I said, I was doing MATC for a whole year, so technically dual enrollment, college.
Yeah.
And
Now it's just your senior year?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Just working on passing everything and hopefully, making it to the finish line. That's all I really need to do.
Yep.
This close.
So you're done, or you still have a couple more days left?
I have, I think 3 more days.
3 more days?
Yeah.
Okay, so this week.
Yeah.
Which would
This
make
week
sense.
is the end of
and
it.
then, okay, all right, yeah.
And then I have to start adulting.
Adulting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets better. It does not. But you said you had a girlfriend.
Yep.
Does she have a name?
Yes.
Okay.
Caroline.
Yeah. Nice. From school, from the track.
From
from
school.
Life? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She goes to a different school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know her.
Yeah. That's always a fun one to say. Is like, oh yeah, this chick is pretty good at the track. Oh, what track? She just goes to a different track.
Yeah.
You don't know her.
She's far.
Nice. She digging the racing?
Unsure. Yeah.
Unsure?
She watched a couple of my. Whenever I'm racing the sim racing stuff, I like to stream on my channel.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
So she watched a little bit of that. She says it's interesting, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not exactly her thing. But
yeah.
She'd love to come to a race at some point. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, definitely get hooked up with the Bandit guys at Wilmot because they are the only class that I know that could have a group chat, and they do.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Joe here. Advice: adulting sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not very excited to have to be an adult. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I could stay at 23, I'd be happy. But I'm already 10 years past that. Number 00.
Yeah.
Why?
Just a really cool freaking number. I think.
So is it 00 or is it infinity to you?
Just 00.
00. Okay.
Because honestly, it started with when I joined the sim racing league, Bandit. There wasn't a lot of numbers available. There's a couple numbers that I really associate with. There's the number 7, number 8, and then 88. Those are because really liked Dale Jr. when I was a kid.
I was gonna say 880's got to be Junior.
Yeah.
7.
7. That stuck with me from when I was a toddler because it was the easiest number to draw. So I really liked the number 7, and it was the only number that I would use for everything. Anything that needed a number, it was 7. But I grew out of that a little bit, and I kind of started searching for a number that I want to kind of make my own, through the years that not really a lot of people have. And so I saw 00, and I was like, I think that's cool. So I went with that.
Okay.
And so it's carried on with me. Obviously, to the Sport Sport Compact Bandit, whatever you want to call it, 4-cylinder.
In Indiana, they call them Hornets.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They all have different names.
The Bug.
Yeah, the Bug. Yeah.
It's something that I would like to carry with me. If I can't carry that with me, if it would be really cool if I got signed to a team.
0-0.
Yeah.
Nice.
But if I get signed to a team at all, if it's not 00 or if it's anything, it's just a number. But I think 00 is pretty cool.
Is there a number that you would not want? Like you'd be like, oh, what's that number?
334. That is the worst number.
Let me write that down. I feel like I'm gonna be edumacated here. 334.
I don't know. It's just a gross number. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. I feel bad for anyone whose number might be 334
or 33 or 34.
Yeah. 34, perfectly fine. 33, perfectly fine. 334. I don't know.
Wow.
I got nightmares about 334.
Man, okay, so that's kind of funny. Ironically, because there are two numbers that I don't like.
Really?
It's really hard for me. 34 is one of them.
Really?
And I know
it's just not a good number.
Hey, Old Silver, I love you, man. I love you, Kevin. But like 34, I just no.
Yeah.
53, the Love Bug.
Yeah.
I know, but no. I just can't. And I love the Love Bug, but I don't know. Those. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I just can't handle them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty. Okay, we're almost spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, 34 isn't the worst, but I'm not a big fan of 34 either. But.
Yeah. Hey, Facebook, what number do you not like? Because this will be interesting. If
yeah.
there's a 4 and a 3 in there, I'm like, hey, whoa. I mean, I didn't like 43.
Yeah.
But I'm like, petty.
Yeah,
McCain,
that's the only reason why I like 43.
Yeah, and the blue, the iconic STP.
Beautiful.
Blue, yeah. What number do you think? What color do you think of when you hear 43? Blue.
Yes.
Right?
Blue.
Yeah. 3 black.
Yep.
A lot of NASCAR stuff there, which is a good segue.
Yeah.
Into what kind of racing you follow while we wait for our Facebook listeners to let us know what numbers they don't like.
Which numbers are worst? Yeah.
Yeah. Which are even grosser than 334, 3453. Yeah. So you follow NASCAR. What draws you to NASCAR? Who's your favorite driver? I'm guessing Harvick.
Well, he was, but he retired.
I know.
Sadly.
I know.
He was a lot of people's least favorite drivers, and that's kind of why I liked him a little bit. As well as Hamlin. I like Hamlin. A lot of people hate Hamlin.
Man, I always liked Harvick.
Really?
I always liked Harvick. I never disliked him. Yeah. Even when his wife wore the suit of the family. I still like him. I don't know why. He just has it.
Yeah. He's I don't know. He's got a personality that I like. I like that he's in the booth now. I really get to hear him talk. I think he's funny. No one else in the booth laughs at anything that he says, but I think he's funny.
Yeah. He's way better than Joey Logano. And Brad Keselowski. I like to not like them, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Logano. Keselowski, that was always my dad's favorite driver, so it's kind of stuck with me. I also just always liked the I think it was the Miller Lite car that he ran with the white rims. I don't know.
And then the gold pour from the beer with the bottle. That was very visually appealing.
Yes.
And eye candy.
Yeah. Anything where the rims match the color of the car is pretty good. But really, I mean, I just like NASCAR because it was, I got into racing, short track racing, dirt track racing, because my grandma would bring me there. I would also, watch the Cars movie. That really got me going as a kid. But I don't know. It was just a type of racing that matched the energy that I liked, but then also that's popular. So there was a lot of people that also knew about it, and I could talk to other people about it. And it's really just kind of what I gravitated more because there was just so many more people that I could easily talk to them about it and have NASCAR friends and whatever. When I first started sim racing, I was, only really liked dirt at the time. But I didn't have iRacing or anything special or wheel. So when I was a kid, I actually started on Roblox. If you know what that game is. No? It is a kids game where it's kind of like Minecraft, but it's a lot more opportunistic about what you can make.
Okay.
And so people will make, they'll build tracks and they'll build and script cars and do all sorts of stuff. And they'll host leagues. And I would always race in dirt racing leagues on that, little kids game. And then I slowly got into NASCAR from that kids game. And then I just really wanted iRacing, so I bought iRacing and then went from iRacing to karting and to now. So
it's a gateway drug.
Yeah.
It is a gateway drug. And I dropped my pen, guys, so that's the time I dropped my pen is right there.
Yep.
So I was just thinking, I was like, man, so you only... Okay, it's the 8th, which I hope it doesn't rain out.
Oh, yeah.
That would suck.
That would really suck.
We need to shake the 59 car down on the 8th. However, if it were to rain out, you've only missed one race, and that'd be, I mean, you could see yourself in, probably the top 15, top 10.
I would love to finish top 15. Anywhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, this is just from, like, literally one night. They had 31 cars.
Yeah.
The man... Austin Orth is in the points lead? Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That's Tiny Horse brother. So nice. Awesome.
Nice.
Little bro kicking the big bro's butt.
Yeah.
So do you watch Formula 1 at all?
I just can't really get into things with a lot of downforce. Or sprint cars,
Yeah, that's a lot of downforce.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
Sprint cars.
Yeah, non-wing sprint cars, pretty much no downforce. But I still like winged sprint cars. But anything asphalt with too much downforce. So IndyCar is hard to watch for me. Formula 1. I do like IndyCar. I think it's really cool. Just, I don't know, never been that interested. But Formula 1, never got into it. But it's, it's all good. It's all racing.
Okay. Yeah, we got Jimmy I here says smoke, i.e. Italian stallion, Tony Stewart. I wonder if that's who he doesn't like or if he likes.
Oh, that's a good question.
He's one of those. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, he's either got big supporters or big haters.
Yeah, big haters. And he's making money off of them.
Oh yeah.
Either way.
I'm a big fan of Ryan Blaney. That's my favorite guy. That's who I try to race like.
Okay.
Just because he's aggressive but clean. He doesn't wreck people, but he lets people know that he's there. He, I don't know, just as his personality. It's kind of what I try to be like.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Rusty Wallace, Jimmy. That's another good one with the Miller Lite car.
Yeah.
The black car.
That Miller Lite black car is pretty cool too.
Yeah, Miller Genuine Draft.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson's probably gonna be. Yeah, he's my favorite NASCAR driver.
Kyle Larson's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never really rooted for him because he wins all the time, and it's kind of hard to, for me personally, root for someone who wins all the time. So I like to try to root for someone who
more of an underdog, kind of more feel.
Yeah, underdog, but still has an opportunity to win. Like I don't really root for any of the back markers. I love that they're there. I support them, but I want to root for Blaney, who got almost won yesterday, but doesn't quite win. Whatever.
Yeah. My second favorite NASCAR driver would be Ricky Bobby, hands down.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And John Girard, favorite Formula 1 driver.
Of course.
Jean Girard. Oh man, I need to watch Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah. It's a must.
Yeah.
At least 3 times a year.
3 times a year?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost put, and now I'm kind of kicking myself because I did flip. I almost put like a meme on the bottom of my floor pan of Ricky Bobby going, well, this ain't good.
That would have been so awesome.
I should have. But I was like, I'll flip. If I put it there, I'm going to flip. And I didn't put it there. I still flip. So, man, lost opportunity. All right. So, the Wisconsin Wingless, we're talking results real quickly here. I know some of you guys were there. How about that midget race, first of all? Holy crap. We had, let me scroll down there real quick. Where are you? There you are. Parker Jones won. He went +6. Derek Dorr +4. Man, Derek, man. I mean, a man after my own heart and flesh, really, because your name is Derek. But, man, dude, second time in a row that we were there, and you almost had it the first 2 weeks ago. You had issues on the restart, and you had to pull off. Man, I was rooting for you. And man, you and Brandon Welty, there we go. I always want to say Wyetti. But Brandon Welty, man, you guys were putting on a show there. That one restart, dude, you went right through that hole and almost got him, but he turned under you. But yeah, they ran a few laps, and then 3 to go, yellow. And I was sitting next to my crew guy Dave, and I was like, man, that 41 car, he's been coming. He hasn't gotten to them because he's been going through left traffic. And sure enough, 3 laps to go, green white checker rips him around on the wall to pick up the win. So your top 5: Parker Jones, Derek Dorr, Matt Rechik, Daniel Robinson. Let's go, Daniel Robinson. Big fan of his, big fan. And Luke Wackerlin. Love Daniel Robinson because he's the one that flipped off Sammy Swindell at the Chili Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, I just want to I can say I flipped off Sammy Swindell.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude's awesome. And out of all your top 5s, they all went positive. Jones went +6, Dorr went +4, Matt went +5, Robinson
it's pretty good.
+6, and actually Luke stayed 5th, but hey, they all went positive. Another night, though, unfortunately, curfew was getting there with the Wisconsin Wingless, another IRA class. 2 weeks ago, the wing cars hit curfew. It was really looking like it.
Was the curfew like...
it's a hard 10.
They got it.
It's a hard 10.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah. I think it is. You take the green before 10, the next flag ends it. I think that's what it is. But I think Plymouth is 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, whatever the curfew is. At that time, they wave the checker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you got 3 laps,
that's got to be so confusing. I
mean,
well, they probably tell you over the.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Dave Rudolph is one of my most favorite race directors in my ears. Very calming presence. I like it. I see every time I see him, I'm like, you're my favorite. But they did get it in. But real quickly, Heat 1 winner went to Tommy Colburn, and I had Tommy Colburn as my pick to win. Heat 2, Greg Alt picked up the Heat win, and I think I had First Seth to win. First Seth finished 4th. And Heat 3, Zach Radart, and I had Jake Kuba to win that one, so a little bit. But those are the Heat race winners. And then your top 5 in the feature, which was a barn burner. Tyler Cook's house picks up the win. He went +7. Zach Radart started on the pole. Man, dude, if that red didn't happen, he would have won by a lap. But it did. So, unfortunately, got snookered there on the restart. New guy, rookie, in the class, Miles Dodery. I think I'm saying that right. Started 11th, finished 3rd. And then the big mover of the race, which was Jimmy Sidio, who just missed qualifying. He didn't miss qualifying, but he just missed his setup. Didn't have the heat race that he needed to put him back in the invert. But started 14th, finished 4th. And then the Cambridge Gasser, I am going to, like I did with Josh Davidson, Quiet Riot, I'm gonna keep this nickname until it sticks. Tristan Furseth, the Cambridge Gasser, 9th to 5th. He went +4. I was in the infield, and dude, last lap coming to the checker to get around Greg Alt, he just put it on the boards, never lifted all the way around 3 and 4. I'm like, Dad, he's gonna hit the wall, and he did. I was like, man. So it was a really good race. There was a red. So maybe give it another week or two, and I might be talking about why do we need to have a red every single feature, excluding Cedar Lake. But you guys were on your best behavior. The series was a guest up there. So that was your top 5 there, and MSA. We'll just go run through the top 5. Where are you, MSA? There you are, MSA. Brandon Berth won it from 2nd, so that was awesome. Lance Fosbender finished 2nd. Justin Erickson finished 3rd. Ben Schmidt finished 4th, and the big mover of the night in the 360s was Logan Julian, 15th to 5th. Kid is ripping. And Josh Balicki, NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Started 19th, finished 12th, so he went +7. So it was actually kind of fun. I used to race with him.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Back in karts. Yeah,
cool.
At Badger. And I haven't seen, like, actually physically seen him since probably our last go-kart race.
Really? I met him at State Fair. I work at State Fair.
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice.
I work at State Fair, and I went on my break, and he had like a little booth area set up with like a car, because Chuck Sears is going to race there, so they had his Xfinity car there for some reason, but it doesn't matter. They had NASCAR there, so I went and said hi, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, ran into him. First time I've actually talked to him since our Badger days. Like, I've been at races, like even sprint car races, where he's raced.
Yeah.
But I've been in the stands.
I see.
Drinking, of course.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, because I gotta let people know too. Like, at first I am a sprint car fan, then been lucky and blessed to be racing a sprint car. You know, like if I don't race a sprint car, I'm still going to Wilmot and Angel Park and Plymouth to watch and all that stuff. So. So I got to talk to him a little bit and talk to him about his last 2 Chili Bowls and stuff like that. So, you got to run the 360. I don't know if it's like a secret, so I'm not going to say it, but like he's got some plans to do more sprint car stuff here in the future. He ran pretty good in the at Portland. He was running for Joe Gibbs on Saturday.
Oh yeah, he was.
He had
top 3 like the entire race.
Yeah.
Not the entire race, but for a lot of that time, then he got spun, I think.
Yeah, on the restart of the first part of the stage 3. And, so it sounds like he's got some opportunity there with Joe Gibbs. So
yeah, I would love to see if he can take that, to some more Joe Gibbs opportunities. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like, it's fun because like. It's someone you raced with, and you're like, I feel like I was a little faster in cars. It's like, oh, but he's in NASCAR. It's like, well, hey, go get him, guy. Go get him, guy. Go get him, Josh. Yeah. He's getting better and better with the sprint car stuff.
He was running the 92, right? I think red sprint car.
No, he's running the 360. So he's been with, I think it was Tyler Davis, but now he's with like Chris Larson. Not the same Larson.
Yeah.
Fortunately. No. Chris Larson comes out to Nathan's racing event, so he's a really fun guy.
Okay, cool.
He was running the 33 for Chris Larson.
Oh, okay.
The Elliott's Custom Trailers car, so that's pretty cool. I know that they're on the side for his Badger Midget for the Chili Bowl, so
okay,
he's
cool.
got a pretty good deal there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Chili Bowl, or do you know what the Chili Bowl is?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to go to the Chili Bowl. I'd love to go to. Is it Tulsa Shootout? Is the one where it's
600s.
Yeah. I'd love to go to that too. And then third one, I can't remember the name of, but it's like late models and modifieds in a small indoor track.
Oh, St. Louis.
Yeah. I would love to go to all of those. It seems like such a fun, I don't know, surrounding.
Energy.
Yeah. Just seems like a amazing place to be. I'd love to, race in one of those at some point. That'd be really cool too. But
in any class.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Oh man, wow. Like I said before the show, I'm like, today kind of snuck up on me, and I'm like, man, I didn't have the best prep. I'm like a little worried, but I'm like, wow, we're 48 minutes in already. Nice. So just a little bit of a sneak peek who's in staging here for the show. You're going to want to tune in. You want to tune in every week. Obviously.
Oh, yes, of course.
We got to show all our classes love. Even the bandits and all the street stocks and the modifieds. I still have yet to get a modified driver in here. Who should I bring in? I know there's going to be one name, or a few names probably, but I think one name's going to stand out. So comment who you think I should bring in from the modified group to come in, and we'll just talk racing. We got to show everyone love. In staging next week, so from now until mid-July, we're going to be hitting every Monday now, because now that the race season's ramped up, we're going to have a lot more to talk about. So next week, June 10th, we have Matt Vanderveer. It's a double feature, by the way. Matt Vanderveer and Alan Hayford, as they call him in Cedar Lake. Alan Hafford. We got Tater on here. I know it's going to be a barn burner with that one, which is kind of why I haven't really talked about my side of the story from Saturday night's flip, because we'll have him in here and we can talk about it live. Yeah, so that one you're not going to want to miss. And then we have Jordan Funderburk coming up the week after that, Lightning Sprint driver. Jake Zelmer, who brought his name up earlier in the podcast, pavement late model driver. We'll be talking to him. And then CJ Malik, I know he's won a lot of Lightning Sprint championships, but I can't remember what years they were. But we will be talking to him about his 604 and the 410 wing stuff. And then after that, I gotta find some more guests. Because again, like I said, I don't want to get so far out to where I'm like, hey, what are you doing in December?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I could do it, and then be like, oh yeah, I didn't realize that was that week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so man, this has been such a fun episode. What is one thing that you could tell a sim racer that wants to physically get into the car racing? What would be your advice?
I would definitely say get into karts. It's a lot cheaper, especially if you know, I went from I've got a single screen. I used to have a G29 Logitech. Got it for like $150.
Yeah.
All fairly cheap-ish. But definitely if you want to get into real racing, definitely start with karting, indoor karting. Accelerate is great. Whatever is near you. Usually have leagues. But I mean, I feel like the best thing you can do is network. Just meet as many people as possible, as many people in the industry that you want to go into as possible. I guess get your name known, and I guess have the aura around your name be good, and hopefully, you get an opportunity, whether it's being, given an opportunity to drive someone's car or buy someone's car or just anything. I feel like just knowing people is probably the best thing you can do.
Nice. Awesome. I mean, your name stands out. It is Knaak, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Knaak.
Knaak.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man.
I don't correct people.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah. Okay. Knaak. Okay. Jackson Knaak. Okay.
I've been told it's a good racing name. So.
It is. Jackson. For whatever reason. Wait, hang on. What did I think your name was? Oh. I was trying to tag you in it, and I'm like, why is your name not coming up? And it was like, oh, it's Jackson.
My dad's name is Jason.
Jason?
You might have thought it was that.
No, it was another J word. It wasn't Jefferson, because that's our cat's name. Oh, man. I forgot. Oh, man, now I'm having a brain fart. Yeah. Jimmy IE, Derek, you go in 2025. What does that refer to? Because, yeah.
Yes.
Like my wife said. Yes, yeah. Well, hang on, is it quitting? Cause, yeah. Like my wife said, when is it going to end? I'm like, when the casket slams. When I'm done, I want to question.
Yeah.
Here's a go. After you're done racing.
Yeah.
In your racing career.
Yeah.
And you're long in the tooth. What do you want to do? Is it going to be like cold turkey, slow down, give back? How?
So, I don't imagine myself ever being high on money or funds, really. I mean, there's a chance. Maybe I'll do great in my mechanic career, whatever, be wealthy enough to do whatever I want. But I think if I'm not going as hard as possible on the racing, I don't think I'll be... It'll be a hard retirement.
Okay.
I think after... Which, hopefully I would like to push that out as far as possible. I don't want to, retire anytime soon because I haven't even really started. Definitely just race as long as possible until I think until I can't keep up anymore, and then probably just retire and watch it on the TV.
Nice. Okay. Real quickly, what's up, Sean Sticks? Sorry, Stikes. There we go. I'm really good at pronunciations.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Sorry, I saw that comment a second ago and then forgot to mention you. So Jimmy I here says Mike and Nick Simons. That's one of the names. Two of the names I thought for sure would be coming up. I should reach out to them. That'd be another barn burner for sure. And then Jimmy also says Lee Tibbetts and Morgan Shepard. Another good one. Love to talk to Lee Tibbetts. I haven't posted it yet, but when Sully was on, before we even went live, we went, I don't know, 30 minutes, and we were just talking about his racing career. I was like, oh, we'll call this the Legends portion. So definitely is like more, you know, because I know like a lot of people like to tune in to see like the abrasiveness between drivers and crews and all that stuff, and talk about drama and stuff. So it's like I don't think like a lot of the guys that are like heroes to us are gonna be like, that's childish and I'm not gonna be on there. Yeah. So it's just more of another opportunity to have a platform just to talk to them. So Lee Tibbetts would be actually a really good one to talk to. Is he 81? Is he 81 years old and he's still running a modified?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I love
Hell
to talk
yeah.
to him. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy IE here says great advice. So that's good. That's good about the sim racing. And I forgot where I was going to transition from there, but Fooey. Yeah. So Morgan Shepherd. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, the old.
If you're friends with any of the Shillings, I think they race modified. You can get Jason.
He's always like when I see him when we go to World Wheels, he's always coming by. Like I do think that he's gonna. We're gonna be pre-gaming pretty hard.
Oh, yeah. He's who I bought my trailer from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. Yeah, they're great people, and they're with the Wirtz, right? They're kind of like in with the Wirtz people too, because that's another karting name.
I think. Yeah, but yeah, I think. They're really the only modified drivers that come to mind currently for me that
nice. Okay.
have not been named at least.
Yep. Steve Mueller is another good one. I picked up some stuff from him for Wilmot to do the World of Wheels with, and we talked for, almost an hour on the phone because we went to 2 different quick trips.
Nice.
And I was at one, and he's at the other, and then. He went to 20 and I went to 50, and then he was like,
"Maybe at the quick trip."
Yeah, quick trip, right? The one off in '94 that I wasn't thinking like there's multiple ones off in '94, right? So we were talking on the phone up there. I went from 50 to 20 because I live off of 11 basically, right? So I was like, I'll drive up. So then we were talking on the phone, and then we talked from there for like another 20 minutes. So he'd be another good one to have on. I'm not anti-modified by far. Those are like I would say the one class that I haven't
had an urge to.
Well, not an urge, but like a lot of this stuff just comes more natural. Like you're like, hey, I want to be on the show. I'm like, okay, we'll be on it. I'll get you on the show. Like Jordan Funderburg was like, hey, I want to be on the show. I'm like, all right. So then it's just kind of like staggering it. So like I don't have like all lightning sprints like back to back to back to back.
Oh, I see.
I try to mix it in. But like the modifieds, I haven't had that in. Like I know Morgan Shepherd. And I knew him from like the lightning sprint days. Simons is a huge shout. So yeah, Mueller. Yeah, there's a couple guys. Jimmy IE, I'll be in DC cars soon, if you can fit. It is a spike. Remember that it is a spike. My emojis popped up. Chili Bowl 2025. If Nathan's racing, yes. If I have a ride, maybe. If I'm feeling cute. Yes. I'd love to do the Chili Bowl. But yeah.
It looks like so much fun.
Party. That's
yeah.
He's like, it's a party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're going to have to wrap this up here. So, Jackson, I almost said the name, and I'm like, no, it was Jackson. That's right. Jackson, who would you like to thank?
I'd love to thank my mom, my dad, my currently only sponsor, which is my mom's company, OxyClean. Not the OxyClean that you've heard of, the detergent, but my mom's been doing oxygen cleaning. Anything that requires oxygen, like ventilators or even like scuba gear or anything like that. Okay. Did stuff for SpaceX even, which is pretty cool. But she's been doing that for a while now, and that company that she currently owns has been going for over 50 years before the OxyClean that everyone else has heard of.
Wow.
So
the original OxyClean.
Yes, the original.
Posers in the washing machine. Copycats.
And then I'd love to thank my grandma, my grandpa, And anyone else who really, supports me, anyone else who shows up to the track or shows up to my my broadcasts, my streams, my, anything sim racing, anyone who's supporting me,
Nice.
Thank you.
You said streams and broadcast. Where can they find you?
So my YouTube channel is called Mailbox Media. I mostly post...
That's you. Okay. Sorry.
Did I comment on something?
No, so every 2 weeks YouTube will send me like how the shorts and all that stuff do, and there's one that says Mailbox Media, and I'm like,
really?
Who is that? Like it keeps popping up, and I'm like, who is that? And I don't want to be like, yo, who are you?
Just randomly out of the blue.
Yeah. Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, Mailbox Media, that's me. Surprise. I mostly put out racing content, sim racing content. I'm gonna start making real life racing content, whether it's vlogs or anything. I'm gonna start doing Instagram posts, social media stuff, because that helps a little bit with viewership. Sponsors like viewership.
And right now is a good time to get on Facebook because they're looking for performance boosts and stuff for content. So for everyone that comments and likes and shares, like, thank you so much, because like every time you do that, Facebook gives me like 3 cents. No, it's like 3 cents enough. But like, thank you guys so much for doing that, because like last month was actually, I can't quit my job by far, but I could put a tank. I could fill my tank up with gas. So thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. So right now the social media thing is like really hot.
Yeah.
So if you can nail that, like.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I've also been doing music stuff too. I started. I've been trying to get into guitar and stuff like that, so I started making some metal music. So that's been cool.
Metal.
Oh yeah.
Got a new best friend. So we just kind of I just kind of brought you in the room, but like that looks like a closet, but it's not. Like there's another little room here.
Oh really?
And there's a drum set.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah. And I love metal, so we're gonna have to jam.
Oh yeah,
sometime.
I would love that.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep interrupting you because oh man.
No problem.
Yeah. Anybody else that comes to mind? If not, interrupt me.
Not that I can think of. I mean, I feel like everyone who supports me kind of covers a large category of people. So
yeah.
I could probably list off names for hours.
I mean,
I'm not going to do that.
we are race car drivers.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple that just came to mind real quick. I'm like, I normally don't forget them, but I just want to make sure I don't. We like to thank on our side Next Gen Pumps, Pullman Auto, RevTech Manufacturing. Huge thanks to RevTech Manufacturing, especially after this week of crashing. Thank you so much. Rouge Helmets, Ashley Bree Photo, another one. Thank you so much after crashing. Painters Plus, Bay Nelson Jacks Helmet Design, Pinnacle Media Productions. We'll have some news coming out probably in the next 2 weeks with them, so stick around for that. That's gonna be cool. Daybreak Church, Mirror Image Coatings, Toro Tents, Hold My Beer, Bricks and Minifigs of Kenosha, and also a returning / new partner. Thank you, Wise Guys Barbershop. I do need to get a haircut though.
I'm not taking my hat off.
Yeah, I just haven't had time to get down there. But yeah, thank you to Paul Lynn. 10B Graphics again. Especially after crashing. Thank you guys all for that. My beautiful wife Ashley. My mom and dad Mark and Gail. Big One fan Kyle. Ladders Dave, Elliot, Hunter. For all your cleaning and just working on the car and shop nights and all that stuff. Thank you. Nathan, Lauren, my nephew Cooper, and then my youngest brother Caleb. And Caleb, your secret word is man.
Secret word is man.
Yeah, man. Caleb, your secret word is DC be flippin'. How about that? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good trademark one. And then again, just a reminder, in staging, we have Matt Vanderveer and Alan Hafford coming in next week, June 10th, 7 p.m. Central on Facebook Live. Can't catch us on Facebook Live. Thank you to all our Spotify listeners. You can follow it there, or you can rewatch on Facebook Live or Facebook. There you go, Facebook. It's not
there
live.
It is.
It was lived. At that point. But yeah, and then real quick here to catch up on the comments here. Jimmy IE says, "What's up, Nick? Simon's got to get the show in the show." Yes, I'll reach out to him. See what's going on. See what's up with the Simons crew. See what they've been up to this year. Oh yeah, and IE, thank you so much for being security. Hope this helps. And then pretty sure Shay says it's a go for Nate. Let's go. So yeah, sounds like Chili Bowl. Chili Bowl.
Hell yeah.
Yep. But yep. So thank you so much for Jackson for coming in. Yep. All the way from Greenfield. I would say all the way, but it's an hour.
Yeah. Well,
it's
38 minutes.
Oh, 38.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Race car driver. Nice. And yeah. So we'll see you at the track June 8th. And then back here, June 10th. I've been Derek Crane. It's been Jackson Knaak.
There it is. There it is.
2 A's, so
Oh, yeah.
English language is smart.
It's German.
Oh, it's German?
Yeah. It probably sounds more like Noch, but I don't know.
No. Yeah, I can see that. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. But,
No,
okay.
I don't. No, I don't.
Thank you, Jimmy IE, with the great show comment. Thank you. Every show we try to do our best, obviously. Just like racing, but sometimes we flip.
Yep.
What do you say? But yeah, so we'll see you guys June 8th at the track at Wilmot. And if not, I'll see you here on June 10th with Matt Vanderveer and Alan Hafford. Peace out, Girl Scout.